Okay, this video is about my little boy, who I haven't seen in probably going on 6 years now, 5.5 to 6 years. He is 6 now, he'll be 7 in September. And one of the things people want to know is, well, what do you mean about this missing court file and all of this good stuff? What happened was, that court file was about the little boy that I haven't seen in, like I said, 6.5 years, and that I've paid $30,000 in child support for. I pay $133 every week out of my check for that child, and I don't get to see him. And one of the reasons is because Kel Bradford, Doris Ann Sadler, along with the other judges, have destroyed that court file. And that's what that court file was about. That court file is so rife with judicial misconduct. For example, Alicia Antoinette Gooden, a master commissioner on that court, you get this, paralegals and lawyers, and I know what I'm talking about. She allowed Natalie Chavis to make up my discovery devices and interrogatories and questions, answer them, and then allow her to say that she's complied with my discovery request. I am telling you, that happened. Natalie Chavis made up questions of her own, answered them, and then submitted them as to say that she complied with my discovery devices. You know, this is what happens when you go pro se. I didn't want to go pro se, but, you know, I was out of money. And the first attorney that I hired, she didn't want to do anything. The second attorney that was going to help me, he was very helpful, and he went to court for me, but he couldn't stay on that case for free. And Natalie Chavis and Erin Diane Cook, the last name is Chanel now, they just kept stretching that thing out. And so what has happened is, when Kel Bradford recused himself, the thing was transferred from circuit to Superior Court, and when Kel Bradford recused himself, he was supposed to have had that court file sent over to the Indiana Supreme Court, and it never made it. So one of the things that Kel Bradford and Carl Brizzi, one of the things that they're trying to do to me is they set up a situation, and they've got full support of the Marion Superior Court, whereby I continue to pay child support, and I pay on time, comes right out of my check, $133 a week, like clockwork. How many of you ladies out there could use $133 a week in child support? She got $6,500 out of my check last year, and Carl Brizzi and the Secretary of State's office gave her an unclaimed property check of $1,800 last year. So my son's mother got close to $8,500 to $9,000 in child support last year, and I didn't get to see my little boy once. And many of you know that I was shot at Starbucks. Well, the only thing that I could think about in the ambulance was, you know, I'm never going to see my kid. I'm never going to see that boy. I'm never going to have a relationship with him. And that is just fine with Carl Brizzi and Kel Bradford, because they're going to teach me a lesson, and that is not to mess with them and not to file complaints against them. And so my son's mother, who professes to be one of the biggest Christians in town, sits up and collects her child support money every week, and has kept me from my boy to the point where the boy's been psychologically damaged, because he thinks, and I'm going to call it a psychological molestation, because the boy doesn't know who his father is. He thinks some other man is his daddy. And that is obscene, and it is unchristian. And, you know, I'm just putting it out there because this is what is really happening. People talk about, oh, it takes a community to raise a child and all of this. No, no, please. This is not, I don't understand how you can call this a Christian community and allow this sort of thing to happen. So I just wanted to put that out there. And many of you folks who know me have never seen me with a kid, and never seen me with a little boy. And the reason that is because my son has been kept from me. And what they're trying to do is, see, they can't get me because I don't have any felonies or misdemeanors and no domestic violence. So what they're trying to do is push me into some sort of trying to act out. You know, when you shut off the courts to somebody, what options do you leave them? But I'm not going there because that's what they want me to do, and I would never do that. But so what they're trying to do is what the judges are trying to do down there at the Marion Superior Court and Randall Shepard and all of them, because they know about this. What they're trying to do is rig up a way to where they just tax the hell out of me. I continue to pay child support but don't get to see the kid. They ruled against me in the case against the recorder, knowing that she's not a newspaper. So they're trying to hit me with $14,000 in legal fees, and they're just going to try to wear me down. And so that is why I'm putting this out on YouTube, so people know what's going on and what's transpired. And hopefully, of course, this story will never see the light of day from any media in this town, but maybe there is some news organization out there that will pick this story up, because news exposure is the only thing that's going to help me. I could file an original action in the Supreme Court, but what good would that do if they can just keep it quiet and hush-hush and things of this nature? So thank you for listening, friends, and that's what's going on with me. Thank you.